How's it going, guys? J911 here, and welcome to the second episode of the Arsenal Career Mode. So the main thing today is that we're going to go through the invitation friendly preseason cup. As you'll see from the gameplay, I've got the highlights and the goals that I scored, and some of the goals that the other team scored as well. And you'll see how the teams come about, and I want to start talking also a little bit about some of the transfers that I want to potentially bring in, or some of the guys that I potentially will be selling in the near future, hopefully. So you'll see also later on in the episode some of the offers that I do get for certain players, and I'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to it. But yeah, so right up, we'll play our first game against Besiktas. Whenever I rotated the team in this, just because Sanchez was away, I just pretty much rotated with Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Walcott, and Campbell, and just changed them up on the left, on the right, all three of them, and just worked out which one was best. And it also, I decided to experiment with a lot of the players throughout these games, just so give me a feel of how to play with Arsenal, and it was a really big eye opener. So obviously, like I said in the previous episode, my normal game usually is a very fast-paced kind of attacking on the counter and stuff like that, and that works for me, right? But playing with this Arsenal lineup, I really think that I've decided, kind of done it on my own. I've kind of started to change my play style just to suit how Arsenal plays. So with that being said, I definitely experimented with strikers, with Welbeck, and with Giroud, and I haven't put Walcott up there just because I needed him for rotation and stuff like that. But I'm sure Welbeck would be, Walcott would be a lot like Welbeck in the case that he is a bit faster. But anyways, so that was our first goal against Besiktas, with Santi Cazorla going through. Nice finish, and so yeah. I've noticed as well a lot of the shots that I score in this they're not the greatest finishes, but they do the job. So that's working out well for us. Anyways, we'll start off from the back. So Czech is an amazing goalkeeper. I reckon he's one of the best keepers that you can get in this game. He saved me on so many occasions in this cup, and yeah, if it were not for him, I reckon I would have been kicked out within the group stages. So yeah, anyway, we go into the back line. On the left, I did a few subs in this one. We had Chambers on the left for a bit, and I did play him on the right and the left back and right back. He is a great player. He's very versatile, but I kind of want to, if anything, I don't want to be starting him over Bellerin, because Bellerin, I only played on the right just because he was so good on that side. Having the pace that he has, the only kind of problem with him is that he's just a little bit too slow to be on the wings for me. When I was playing this, I definitely noticed the pace in the wing backs and the wingers as well really played a part. As you can see me running down the line here with I think that was Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Anyways, no, sorry, it was Joel Campbell. Running down the line with that pace, it was really easy to break away. For the striker position, it doesn't matter as much, so that's why. Anyway, we'll get to that later on. But anyways, the fullbacks definitely pushing up, really important. So that's why I reckon Hector Bellerin was an amazing right back, and I used him practically every game and just subbed him out here and there when I needed to. In the centre backs, Koscielny and Gabriel, I didn't really notice them, but in saying that, it means that they did their job. They did well. I also noticed when I brought on Per Mertesacker, and I think in the third game when I used him from the start, he's really like great in the air, and he's just like, if he wasn't as slow as he was, he would be perfect. I think I might even try and bring in, if I can, a centre back, maybe that's almost his height, 6'4", 6'5", something like that. Obviously, Per Mertesacker is 6'6". But if I could have somebody that height, but like a little bit faster, as long as that pace goes up a little bit, that type of player would be perfect for this team. Shishioni, great, especially with pace. Keep up with defenders. Gabriel, he was usually the one I subbed out. But yeah, then we also had Nacho Monreal here. We have an offer for him. I didn't really want to let him go considering we only have 2 left backs at the club at the moment. I played with him, I think, in the 2nd or the 3rd game, and he didn't really impress me as much, but I don't want to be getting rid of him yet. So I do want to be getting better offers than anything, so that's why we send in the counter offer, and we have player training here as well, obviously doing Bellerin and Welbeck again. Anyways, back onto topic. We had the 2 centre mids in Ramsey and Wilshere to begin with. They did their job. They did the passing of the ball. The only problem with the both of them is that they're not the tallest and they're not the strongest, which I really think is key with this Arsenal lineup. If we had that really tall and strong player in the midfield, I reckon it would be really great. In saying that, Aaron Ramsey, we got a transfer offer from Roma. We got a few of these, so I really, if I could get around 50 million for him, that'd be great. It'd be a massive amount of money that we could invest in someone, say Paul Pogba or something like that. Just let me know in the comment section, guys, if you wanna see that. And they did their job. Santi Cazorla, an amazing cam. I didn't get as many kind of long shots as I wanted with him. They just didn't really come up. But really, when it was coming to the passing of the ball through, getting him behind to get it around, to play it through to one of the wingers or something like that, some of his passes were just pinpoint. Just looking back now, we actually play the game captured for up. We won 5-1 against Fenerbahce. It was an amazing game. I felt like I was in control the whole game, so it wasn't that hard. But yeah, I'm so sorry, guys, that didn't come about. Anyways, we're getting these offers for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Walcott, trying to get more than their value, obviously, trying to get the most out of them. But anyways, we go into our 3rd game. So right now we're pretty much through. We have 6 points. Yep. The next 2 teams have 3 points. Fenerbahce and Besiktas, and just these guys, they don't have any points. So we're pretty much through. As long as we get a draw, we'll end up 1st place. And then we go through straight away 1-0. And yeah. Anyway, so I decided to start Per Mertesacker in this one. Almost got that tackle in, but what a shot that was. I thought that was a bit scary. But again, check coming up good. Anyways, over to the wingers. Like I said before, the pace that they had really did benefit. Running down the wings, and having that pace really did pay off in the end, because I got a lot of runs down the line, and I was able to cause a lot of problems when it came to penetrating the defense, as there was some corners and stuff. You might see a bit later where I just run in and I'm able to go down that line, which is really, really effective. And then there we are, massive tackle by Ramsey. Anyways, so then we go to the striker position, and we had Welbeck. Welbeck doesn't have crazy pace, but he has a lot more than Giroud. But in saying that, I reckon Giroud's finishing is what kind of puts him on top. Like in that first game, he scored 2 goals from coming on off the bench in at the 60th minute mark or something. So in saying that, I reckon Giroud is a great player as well in this game, and there might be a chance that he will be getting to start in front of Welbeck, depending on how the team shapes up. Maybe I might not need a faster striker, since the striker is already there, pushed up in that position. So in saying that, a really, really fast striker would be great to be able to break away from the defenders, but that's not the main thing that I'm kind of looking for. Having the wingers that are sprinting down the lines is really important. Same with a fast cam to get into a position to help out the attack. So I really think this team is great. I reckon the main things that we need in this team is the strong centre mid, and then maybe another left back that is a bit faster to break down the wings. But besides that, the team did great. Obviously, we get through to the semi-final here against Hoffenheim, and we go 1-0 up in the 21st minute. Again, really early goals in this cup that I had. And besides that, that's pretty much all that happened in this game. So pretty much we just head on to the final like it is here, and we come against Besiktas again. And this one again, we win 1-0, getting a goal just before half time. And again, nothing much happened in this game either. Out of the last 2 games, nothing much happened. So in saying that, that's about it. We win the Invitational Cup. Great few million dollars worth of transfer budget that we get out of this, and really able to make a good signing, I reckon, with that type of cash. So yeah, if you have any ideas, leave it in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time, guys.